Yes, we will need a load for Thursday out of Austin, Texas.
Where's the zip code?
I am not sure where the approximate, hold on, let me try to find that real quick. I can get that for you. Uh,
Okay.
that zip code will be 78753.
78753.
Yes,
78753 for Thursday.
yes.
Okay. Now, sir, I'm sharing you all the details to my dispatch manager. He will reach you shortly.
Not right now. We
So
need
make
to
sure you answer
we
me.
need to schedule that. We need to make an appointment time for that. I can't just do it right now.
So, so when you will be available?
Um, let's schedule it for tomorrow, maybe around this same time.
Okay. All right, sir.
Okay.
I will call you tomorrow. All right, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.
You have a good day.
You have a good day too.
Bye.
Bye.
Also save this number.
Sorry, sorry guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Um, got another call. I'm sorry. The life of a dispatcher. This is Stan. How may I help you? Hello. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. And what we're going to talk about today, um, kind of give you a glimpse into how we operate here at Ellick Logistics. Um, we're going to give you a look into, and we're going to talk about load boards and direct shippers and things of that nature, which is necessarily the best route to go. Um, what's the difference? So we're going to learn a lot of different things today. Hold on one second. Let me take a look at something. Nope, that is not what I wanted. Okay, let's see what we come up with. Okay, that's better. Mm, Let's see here. Okay, that's much better. Sorry about that, guys, but thank you for tuning in again. So we're going to talk about load boards versus direct shippers, um, versus making contacts with brokers directly, and how to effectively try to get the most out of your load boards. And if you have a new MC number, basically you're kind of, I don't know, trapped inside of a box, so to speak, for a while you're trying to learn your way, trying to navigate through how to proceed and how to uh, try to find the best way to keep your vehicles moving. And so we at Ellick Logistics, we had to go through the same growing process, the same learning curves in trying to find how to keep our units moving and what was the best way to get things done. Was it load boards? Was it developing relationships with brokers, just cold calling brokers and things of that nature? And how do you develop the relationships with the brokers? So, first of all, let's take a look at one of the more popular load boards that a lot of people like to use. Let's take a look at. I don't know if we'll be able to let you take a look at it. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Okay, so we have basically a lot of one of the load boards that a lot of people use is DAT, truck stop, 123 load board, direct freight. Sometimes people use trucker paths depending on what type of equipment they're running with and generating. Hold on, let me see. Let me hold on, guys. Hold on. I got. All right. So those are some of the more popular load boards that people use. Truck stop is one of the main ones that a lot of people know about, but there's also 123. There's direct freight. There is trucker path. They have a load board. There is pick a load, and there's a few other load boards that are popular that people use. And depending on what type of equipment you're running, some of the loads can be pretty decent. And some of them, as you know, a lot of them are garbage loads. But let me give you an example. So let's take a look at a load board real quick. And I'll give you an example of what a load board actually looks like if you're interested in dispatching. Let me pull up a few of them. Let's see. News. Okay, they're great. South Carolina. Um, again. Okay. So let's do this again. Let's push search. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen with you and show you what the load boards typically look like. Okay, let's see here. Uh, okay, so here's a load board, guys. This is one that I know a lot of people use as well. And if you're going to use load boards, if that's how you got to start out, then you're going to have to use a variety of them. One won't do it. Um, and we had to play these games, as far as when we are first starting out, trying to find loads, trying to match up freight, trying to learn how to do LTL. Um, it's a challenge. So let's take a look. I got the presets designated for South Carolina. Um, so the load board will pretty much tell you, it will give you a lot of information. You just got to know how to read it. The age over here tells you how long the load has been up on the board. The trip miles tells you the total miles from the origin to the destination. Okay, so it's 674 miles from Effingham, South Carolina to Toledo, Ohio. Okay, and the trailer type, it will tell you whether what type of trailer this particular load is calling for. This one is calling for a flatbed or a step deck. It's a full load. Okay, the weight of the load is right here. I don't want to click to refresh. So move. The weight of the load is 7,000 pounds, which is very, very light. The pay rate is $600. It's paying $1.16 a mile. See, these are the obstacles that you'll run into in the load boards. Now that everyone knows that's a garbage load, especially when you're talking about dealing with a flatbed and a step deck. That is really a garbage load. But those are the different kind of things you'll run into. You'll find the ship date over here, which tells you when it ships, when it delivers. This also tells you the score, the credit score of the broker itself. And that plays a pertinent part because you don't want to deal with the broker that, in my opinion, now this is just personal, that is below a 90, because that means that that broker has had issues in some type of area. I don't know if they're slow pay. I don't know if there's double brokering issues where they've, been accused of doing this, that, and the third. But usually, you want to deal with brokers that are in the 90s or above in their credit rating, because at the end of the day, you don't want any issues with getting paid for the load that you've hauled. Okay, so this particular load, not the one I'm talking. I'm looking at the one from Columbia, South Carolina to Cincinnati, Ohio. It's 7,000 pounds, paying $600, $1.16 a mile to go 516 miles. That is not where you want to be in looking for loads. Even the load up under it, that's paying $1.81 per mile. That is not where you want to be when it comes to loads, depending on the type of equipment you have and the commodity that you're pulling. Okay, so if we jump down here to McB, South Carolina, this load that we see right here, okay, the total miles is 179 miles. This load has been on the board for 8 minutes. It's traveling 175 miles from the origin to the destination. Now, these are air miles, okay? So, in actuality, it may be a little more or a little less. Usually, it's a little more, okay? So, this load is calling for a reefer or a dry van, and it's a full load. It is very heavy. It is 45,500 pounds. That is a very heavy load, but it's only going 179 miles and it's paying $800. So that averages out to be $4.47 per mile. So let's take a look at that load. Okay. Let's look at the details on that particular load. Okay. Again, when you go to the load details, it tells you its origin, it tells you its destination, it tells you its ship date, which is the 18th. It delivers on the 19th. Now, to get the specific times, more 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to call that particular broker and try to find out the specifics and narrow it down a little more. But something that picks up one day and delivers the next is pretty good. But it would be even better if you could pick it up the same day and deliver it the same day, because it's only going 179 miles. That's about what, 3.5 hours? So if you could pick that up, deliver that load, and pick up another load the same day, you will have had a awesome day uh, in the world of logistics. So this breaks all the information down for you. It Kovar Transportation Incorporated is the company that is brokering the load. It gives you their phone number. It tells you the equipment type, which it says it's a reefer or a van. It requires a 53 foot. It is 45,500 pounds, which is very heavy. And it says beverages load number. You always want to look for a load number or a reference number or a PO number, something like that, in order for you, when you get to the shipper, they're able to identify that load. Um, and that's something you always want to look for. Now, what I like about this load board, although we don't use it, I'll be honest with you, I've never used direct freight, but I like the way it's set up. I like how it looks. I like the ease of navigation through this particular load board. And it also provides for you backhauls that are available um, within this area. So, a backhaul is when you take a load from a particular origin to its destination. For instance, okay, this load is picking up in what was it, Columbia? Where was this one going? Oh, Maccabee, South Carolina, and it's going to Black Mountain, North Carolina. Well, if you're choosing to get a backhaul, what you're saying is, I want to deliver this load, and I want to get back to Maccabee, South Carolina, or as close to that as I can possibly get. So that's what's called a backhaul. You have taking a load, you're delivering it, and now you want to get back close to your original starting point as you possibly can. Okay. So this gives you pretty good information. Um, I like this load board because it tells you if there's any other type of loads that fit the type of description that you just saw in this particular load. And that's very helpful. When you're talking to the brokers, you want to have as much information as you possibly can. Okay. So this is an example of what this particular load board looks like. Um, Based on the equipment, different types of equipment you have. You may have, like this one is set up for a van, uh, flatbed, reefer, hot shot, box truck, and a step deck. Okay, you may have something different. You may have cargo vans. You may have a variety of things. And there are some cargo van loads on this particular board. Anybody that deals with cargo vans know that it is slim picking sometimes for the freight for cargo vans. It is a challenge. And again, I tell people, if you're getting into the box truck industry, because you do not have to have a CDL to drive a box truck, okay, or to haul freight in a box truck, but you need to get the right type of box truck, or you are limiting yourself in what you can do in the type of freight that you can haul. So let's see what's coming. Let's narrow our criteria down and let's just do a box truck, okay? Let's take a look at that because those are some of the types of freight where you don't have to have your CDL to pull this type of freight. Now let's see what uh, the pickings is for that. Now see, there's nothing. There's nothing available right now within a 100-mile radius. So let's open that up. We're going to have to open it up and play with it. You don't want to do 300, but I just want to play with it to see what's around in the surrounding areas. Nothing. It's a few loads. Okay. So these, it's a load picking up in Greenville, South Carolina. Well, it's been on the board 2 hours and 9 minutes. If it's been on the board that long, there might be some issues with the load itself. Okay. Excuse me. The load is picking up in Greenville, South Carolina. It's going to Westboro, um, um, Massachusetts. It's a partial load. Uh, it weighs 15,000 pounds, and the pay rate is $1,200 to go 902 miles. That is the equivalent of $1.33 per mile. That is not a good load for a box truck, in my opinion. Okay, based particularly on the fact that you're going this way, you're going to encounter tolls. Your fuel cost is going to be a certain amount, and some load boards, what I like, such as Truck Stop, They have fuel estimators, so they will tell you, what your profitability should be based on the parameters that you load up in there. So let's look at freight rate info here on this one. We don't have that. Let's see. Let's look at profit and expense calculator. Let's see here. What happened? Let's see. Maybe we don't have that feature on this load board because we don't use this particular load board at all. Okay. So the profit and expense calculator can be a helpful tool. Um, it tells you what the posted rate is. It tells you what your estimated fuel cost to run the load should be, and it tells you what your other costs would be. And it tells you what your gross profit would be. Now, this is after you've done things like pay your driver, paid your fuel, um, and things like that. It subtracts that and it tells you, as the carrier, how much money you should walk away with from this particular load. So I kind of like that feature. When load boards offer that, I like that feature. Um, that's very helpful to kind of show you what your profitability ATS is a very well-known company. I had a friend named Matthew Williams that actually drove for them as he was starting out learning the flatbed industry. um, then you have Landstar up top. They're very well known, but you have to be careful sometimes. And there's when you're dealing with Landstar, sometimes you're dealing with individual agencies and things like that. So you want to know what you're doing when you're dealing with loads. All agencies are not built the same, even though they under the same brand and same company. Okay, so hopefully this gave you a little bit of insight of how that particular load board works. People, we have Trucker Path 2. Let's see, they have a load board, and most people can't access it because they don't have the paid uh, subscription to it. Let's see. Let's see here, guys. Let's change what you can see. Uh, let's see. Mm, Okay, so let's look at Trucker Path. Okay, let's see what it's talking about. Let's see. We put in Knoxville, Tennessee. We did. Let's see what it comes up with. It looks like it's okay. Uh, okay. So there's a few loads I put in there again. Knoxville. The pickup location was going to be Knoxville, Tennessee. Uh, I didn't put in a destination for the drop off. So there's different loads that's popped up picking up in Knoxville, Tennessee, or the surrounding areas. One is going 667 miles. It is paying $1,600. On loads like that, you want to make sure that you do your due diligence and check everything that's involved. If it sounds too good to be true, sometimes it is. Sometimes that means there's a catch somewhere. Um, so you want to be very careful in what you're looking for. Okay. Um, let's see. Again, if you have to use load boards starting out, everybody's not going to have the relationship with the brokers. Everyone's not going to know what to do. And sometimes, you want to start out with a plan if you can. Talk to people, try to gather all the information you can. But there are going to be times, unless you have found that perfect niche, that you're going to have to use the load boards, and you're going to have to get, gonna have to see for yourself. You're gonna have to go through the fire a little bit. But once you learn and develop the relationships with the brokers, that's what it's all about. That's what we at Alec Logistics had to do. And by the way, we are in the middle of bringing on more drivers for non-CDL box trucks, the 26-foot box trucks, and CDL drivers. We are ordering semis and things now. Are actually we just ordered a semi and a trailer. It will be We're picking it up in Austin, Texas, come Thursday. So we're really excited about the things that we're doing here at Ellick Logistics. We're growing as a company. We've been through the fire. We've experienced a lot of things, and it's really helped us as far as our maturation process in logistics and understanding what to do, navigating your way through as a new carrier, because we've had our DOT number for quite a while, but we just now activated our authority probably 3 months ago or something like that. So we had to go through the learning phase, and we're still learning a lot of things. But for a company that has just started, we're really taking off, and I'm very, very proud of our progress and where we're at. So if you're interested in leasing onto someone's authority, and you just, if whether it's non-CDL box truck or whether it's semi trucks, we have a place for you. Okay. We keep you loaded, and we try our best to keep you moving. We use a plethora of dispatchers from all different parts of the country. We have our internal dispatchers and we have external dispatchers that we contract with. So we have both to keep us with plenty of freight options and to keep us moving as a company. So you want to really learn how to balance this. If you're dealing with brokers, if you have to deal with load boards, you want to learn how to develop those relationships and what you need to do. And that's one of the things. If you lease on with us under our authority, we handle all of that for you. All you have to do is drive. We provide the vehicle for you. We have partnerships where we provide the vehicle. We provide all the expenses up. We cover all the expenses up front, things like that. If that's the type of relationship you want to enter into, because you don't have the financial resources to get this thing started off the ground, then we're here for you in that way. So you might want to check us out. Again, it's Elic Logistics Inc. Our phone number is 754-946-5003. That's Elic Logistics, 754-946-5003. And just call us, see what we have to offer. Or if you just need any advice about where to go, lanes, different trends and tendencies, where the market is dictating itself right now, just give us a call. We'll be glad. If we can help you, we'll help you. Like I said, we're new, but it so happens we went into it a little experienced because um, of our driving background in being OTR, understanding broker driver relationships, broker dispatcher driver relationships was instrumental in helping us break a lot of barriers and move this thing along quickly. And just getting burnt, basically, moving loads for less than what you want to move them for. I mean, we've had to do it as well. And people say don't move cheap freight. You have to do something when you have a $3,000 semi truck payment, and then you're having to pay insurance and things of that nature. So you can't just sit there and die. So you have to get out there, but you have to work as well. Hold on, this is one of my external dispatchers. Let me see what she wants. Hi, Sylvia. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir. Sir, I just shared a load option with you.
You
Have you
just
picked up?
shared the load option. Let's see. Hold on. Is this for Thursday?
Yes, this is for Thursday.
Okay. Let's see what you got, Sylvia. Let's take a look. All right.
It's
Hold on.
it's 1320 miles.
Okay, let me take a look at it. It is It's picking up in Gonzales, Texas. It's going to
Yes, sir.
Sand Fork, West Virginia. It's 1,390 miles. The deadhead is 66 miles. Oh, it's heavy. It's very heavy, Sylvia. It's 44,000.
Yeah. So how much weight you can carry?
I mean, I can carry 44, but that's heavy as crap. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see what the load is paying. Let me look at it and do the math. The load is paying $2,600
Yes, sir.
divided by it's going 90. That's $1.87 a mile. Um, we need to do
So it's
more,
13.
huh?
Yes, sir.
And it's a
It's
little.
1320. It's 1320 miles.
It's 1320,
Yes, sir.
and it's 66 deadhead.
Yes.
So that's 1386.
Yes.
Yeah, we got it because it's so heavy. We got to get more than that. It'd be good if we could get closer to 3,000. I mean, if we even 28. Let me see. Let me do the math.
Okay.
Yeah, we would have to get at least 2,800, like 2,850 for that one because it's extremely heavy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So see if they'll go for that, and if so, we can pick that one up.
Okay, sir.
So it picks up on the 20th and it delivers when?
The latest Saturday,
Okay.
22nd.
All right. All right. See if you can get 2850. If you can get 2850, go ahead and book it.
Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you, Sylvia.
Bye, sir.
Bye. So even at 2850, guys, and she's a very good dispatcher, but sometimes even your good dispatchers will send you cheap freight, um, and that's just the way it is. And even at 2850, it's not the best of loads because that's only slightly over $2 a mile. But here's the point: once I drop that load off, I know I can get a very good paying load out of there. That's the point. So I was willing to go a little less because I knew I could get a pretty good load coming out of there. I actually know of a broker that has freight in that area where it's delivering to, so it wouldn't be a issue getting a pretty good load out of there. But that's what you go through every day as a dispatcher, guys. You're gonna get loads thrown at you. And like I said, even at 2850, it is not the best load, but I do know I can get a good paying load that's almost $2.60 a mile, somewhere in there coming out of there. That would be pretty good. So let's look and see what the national average is right now for the area. So let's see. Um, let's see what the national average is right now coming out of those areas. Let's see. Mm, okay. So let's see what the national average is for dry vans right now. Okay, national van rates in the Texas area. Okay, so national van rates in the Texas area are between $2 and a mile and 210 a mile. So in the Northeast, it's $1.89 a mile. In the Southeast or the South, $1.95. Southeast, you start getting into $2. And these are just where the trends at what the national average is right now. So it's very important that when you come in, and you're getting ready to start your dispatching week, that you know what the market is dictating right then. Um, and there's several other things that play factors into how you can negotiate your rates, like truck to load ratio, things like that, how long a load has been there. Um, so a broker will always tell you sometimes that, hey, I can only give you $1.95 per mile, and that's everything I got in it. No, 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 it's not. So 9 times out of 10, it's not. That's they have a way of coming up with colorful language where it's true, but it's deceptive and it's not true. Okay. So those are some of the things we'll continue to share with you as we're going along, guys, on our journey. We want you to go on our journey with us. Um, we pride ourselves on some of the things that we're doing in the industry, the way that we are making changes, the way that we are trying to keep our drivers moving. You have to be innovative. Um, you have to think outside the box. You have to be willing to do a lot of different things to keep your company afloat. Okay, hold on. This might be another dispatcher. Let's see what they're talking about. This Stan, how may I help you?
Hi Sam, this is Alicia. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
I am good. How's everything going on? How was your orientation?
Well, actually, we pushed our orientation back because we were waiting on the delivery of one of our other semis that we just ordered. We just found out it will not. It will be available Thursday, so we had pushed our orientation back because of that.
Hmm. So I believe your orientation will be maybe on Friday or next week.
No, actually, it depending on Kathy's schedule, it may be tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. Uh, I won't know until she gets back to work. She was off today. And another thing, we're transferring an EOD from a 26-foot box truck, a Freightliner, I think it is M2, and we're putting the EOD in a 2023 Freightliner Cascadia semi truck. Are we going to need a different cable, or is that cable interchangeable?
Okay, so can you confirm which truck did the ELD belong to actually?
Yeah. Hold on.
Was it a Freightliner?
Let me get into the system.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
The EOD went into a box truck. It went into the 26-foot box truck, which is a Freightliner M2 106,
Freightliner. And which year it is?
2023.
2023. Just give me a minute. Let me check.
Okay. The Freightliner Cascadia that is going in
And
is a 2023 as well.
the other truck that you are trying to put that ELD, which truck is it?
It's a semi truck. It's a 2023 Freightliner Cascadia.
Okay, now it's Cascadia.
Yes.
Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Let me check if the cable matches. So both of your trucks are basically the 9 pin. Although you can try if the cable works because you already have 3035 cable. So even if there is an issue like connecting the cable or any kind of issues, I can like send you a new cable that is a free replacement. But for that, I need you to check first if that cable fits in for Cascadia, and if not, then I'm gonna send you a new cable. that will be like definitely free of charge for you.
I need to kind of know because I can't. The driver's taking the EOD. He's flying out to Houston, Texas, to pick up the semi truck. If the cable doesn't work and the EOD doesn't connect, he can't move the truck. So it's something I can't wait to do after he arrives. I got to do it. I got to know and do it before, or
Yeah. Okay. So Stan, the thing is that because both of these trucks works with two types of cables, right? So right now, I don't know which specific cable do you have right now. So in that case, I know for sure that if it's 3035, definitely it's gonna work with Cascadia. But not to take a risk on that, so
you
I
don't
would suggest
you
you
don't know
getting one
what cable
replacement.
you shipped to us or you shipped out with the EOD.
No, that cable would be definitely separate, and if you are going to get an order a new ELD, that would be fine. But for the cable, if you wanted to get a new cable, I would be sending you a new cable on that, so no charges.
No, what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to be difficult here. I'm trying to say you don't know what cable that you shipped out with the EOD. Your system doesn't tell you
Okay,
that.
okay, so because there were multiple ELDs, and the system doesn't tell us that this specific pre-channel Cascadia is using this specific cable at the moment. Although I can see you have different types of the cables, but I cannot tell which cable is connected to which truck.
Mm, I see.
Yeah. So like I can send you, there is no issue. I can send you a new cable on that. Can I know the new truck is Freetyler Cascadia 2023?
Say that one more time.
I said I can send a new cable to you. I just need to confirm which truck is it. Is it Freetyler Cascadia 2023?
Yes.
Okay, no worries at all. I'm gonna send you a free replacement. Stan, I want to let you know that we had a promotion going on these days. Just letting you know that if you order a new ELD or new camera or whatever the product is, you can get 1 month free of charge service, which is basically the month of December or from the day today to till the 18th of December. So basically 1 month free of charge for that specific product you get from More. So like if this is something that interests you, you can let me know. I can like create your order form, get it signed. It's up to you.
Okay. My first concern is to make sure I get this EOD and cable taken care of with this semi truck, and then I'll gladly look at whatever else you have to offer because we are getting an additional semi truck here within the next few weeks after this one. So, but my first concern, let me focus on just getting this situation taken care of. So,
Yeah,
um,
I understand that.
I got to figure out. I guess I have to figure out what type of cable um, you guys shipped or sent. I don't know if it was a universal cable because at one time I think his name was Henry that I initially dealt with sent a maybe perhaps he sent a universal cable. I don't know. Um, but our driver's
So
picking it up
basically,
Thursday. I don't want him to get out there and then have to sit and wait on a cable.
okay, so the truck that is Fish and Cascadia, do you have any drivers with them right now?
No, I
Like,
don't.
is anyone on that truck?
No, there's no one on the truck right now. So
Or any possibility of you getting a picture of the port where you are going to connect the cable, so that would be easy for us to like send the relevant cable at the moment.
okay. Um, Not
Yeah,
sure to
although
be
it's a
honest with
nice
you.
thing. Yeah.
Not sure to be honest with you. I can find out. I can try to help as much as I can as far as finding that out. Um, but in the future, is there any way you guys can track what cable you send to us so that if this happens again, you know that oh yeah, I sent this cable out to you and you need this one.
Okay, so basically you have to let me know which month or which year did you order that specific cable. Let's say the most recent order of yours was in September on 22nd September. So in that specific order, I can tell which cable was it. So like you have to let me know which year because when we have multiple orders, we cannot identify that which truck is using that specific cable.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right.
Yeah. So in September you had two of the cables that were
What
it, or you can let me know that. Yeah.
do can you see which one was sent? Because I think one was sent to Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken. Um,
Sorry, can you please repeat?
I know one unit was sent to Mississippi. Let me find out something. Can you hold on for me 1 second? Let me add a person into this call.
No worries, no worries.
Thank you. Okay, let me add her into this call.
This call is being recorded. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Okay, I guess she's not available right now. Um, but I'll let me try to get a hold of her and figure out what cable she had, and I'll give you a call right back. Okay, and I need to answer this call. This is a dispatcher.
No worries at all. Take your time. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. I'll call you back. Hey,
Hello,
hey Sylvia, what's up?
yes, sir. Everything is fine. Sir, I just talked to the broker and he's saying that 2600 is his best.
Okay, we can't take the load for 2,600.
So, should I look for something else?
Yeah, look for something else. If it's less miles but paying more, that's fine. Um, that might be the route you have to go. But 13, that's 1,400 miles at $2,600. That's no way.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. I got it.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And try to find something a little lighter if you can. I mean, we'll go heavy, but that's like the first load that this truck will take. So if we can,
Okay,
yeah,
I got it.
if we can get lighter, I would appreciate it. But I mean, if there's nothing else you can find, there's nothing else you can find.
Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Sylvia.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. There is a lot of nuances and moving parts to dispatching. I mean, there's a lot you have to look for, and a lot of times, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Jacoba.
Hey, Stan, how's it going?
It's going good. What's up?
Nothing much. You called me.
I did. I actually had the EOD company on the line because I think you are the one. Did you, for the box truck that they're driving, didn't you ship that EOD to Linda?
What did I think that deal did too? I kind of think. Yeah,
Or did
yeah.
I think we shipped it to Raymar?
No.
We shipped it to Raymar.
To Lamar. That's who I sent it to. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same EOD. and I need to know
Yeah.
what cord it is that, uh, or what the. Can you text me the address that your address that it was sent to, and if you know what cord that came with it, I doubt if you know that.
Hold on, let me see, because I took
Because there's
pictures of
different
it.
cords that fit the different diagnostics in these vehicles, and I don't want Jerome to get out there and then he has to sit wait on a cord.
Okay, let's see, the one that I sent to you all, I took pictures of it and I sent it to you in the chat,
Yeah,
one of
but
the
I
chats.
don't think you would have taken pictures of the of the in ports of it. You would have just took a
Oh,
picture.
because yeah, they're gonna need the port, they're gonna need that, some of the freight companies want a copy of, I mean, want a picture of that, right?
Yeah, just to be able to look, or if you know, I don't know, maybe let's see, the ELD itself. Maybe that will tell them, be able to tell them something, because you sent a picture of the box as well, didn't you?
Yeah, let me see if it's
If
on,
you
is it
sent the
on,
box as well, that might say a lot, because I think it had the serial number on it.
yeah, I took pictures of the numbers. Let's see,
I'm trying to make sure when he gets out there, he's not waiting on an to get the cord for the ELD.
right.
I'm thinking if that no, I don't even want to fool with dealing with paper logs.
Now all we need to do ELD, because if not, you, okay, this is motive. Okay, I have, let's see, I have the, serial number. Yes, man, I got it.
Okay, can you send that in the chat,
Yeah, well,
or if you
let
can
me see, can
text
I
it to
put them
me,
in the
if you
chat?
can text it to me
Yeah,
right
let me see,
here.
can I upload them in the picture and I try to send them in the chat? Yep.
Okay, all right, that'll work.
Okay,
Thanks, Jacoba.
no problem.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
All right, good. Hopefully, we can get him going. He doesn't have to sit waiting on a cord for an EOD. Um, so, guys, just wanted to share a little bit of my day with you and what my day is like here at Elliott Logistics. It's very interesting always. No day is ever the same. Um, Mondays are usually a little hectic. Actually, it's been the reverse. Today has been uh, more moving parts and things like that happen today. So thank you guys for joining us. If you have any questions about the industry itself, how can you get into a box truck? How can you get into a semi truck? How can you get your CDL? What type of training you need? And things like that. What type of monies you can make? Give us a call, 754-946-5003, or hit us up on Messenger. You can hit me up on Messenger. You can drop a comment on this live, and I'll be glad to discuss anything with you that I can possibly discuss with you that will help you. Okay. And guys, again, appreciate you joining us, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Okay.